No, they were bonded in. Here's the funny thing is that they were bonded in between 94 and 96, 97 ish. They came out. So they weren't the Fang. They weren't bonded in when I was in WWE. They told me to use a vampire character when they hired me. They told me to lose weight, grow my hair in and go be as normal as I possibly can. So a week home under the contract, sitting home, Vince Russo calls up and says, "Hey, can you still do that vampire character?" So I didn't have the fangs or anything. So I had to run out the Hot Topics real quick, find a puffy shirt, some suede pants in there. And then what's next to Hot Topic is Journeys. Went to Journeys and got some boots, some New Rocks. And that's what you seen debut on the Sunday Night Heat, And
wow.
So then I went to actually different Fangs. I don't have them in now because I was super unprepared for this. I apologize. Usually shades on and be in character, but I ran out of here. It's like, oh my God, it's 4:00. And I just didn't want to be one of those guys that didn't make his interview in time. They didn't cost $10,000 a Fang. No. I could give you the history of the Fangs if you want.
Give me the history. We need to know because Wikipedia is a liar, and so is research all over line.
So I started out as technically Lestat the Vampire in Puerto Rico, and those Fangs from 90 to 94-ish were Lee press-on nails. So I would take a Lee press-on nail, size it up, super glue it on, cut it to a point, and paint it the color of my actual teeth. For a good amount of years, I fried brain cells. I can't even tell you 4 or 5, maybe 5 years. I was super gluing teeth in, so I was huffing super glue for 5 years. Brain damage and why I jump all over my conversations. So from there, I had my bonded permanently. I had Fangs permanently for a few years, and then WWE told me to get rid of them and whatnot. So eventually, I got rid of them. I went back to All Japan as David Heath. No Fangs, nothing, just trunks. And on that tour, they hired me. WWF hired me, and told me they weren't going to do the vampire thing, anything. And then a week after being on contract, they decided to do the vampire thing. So I ended up having to get. It's a different type of Fangs. They're specially made from a dentist. I still wear them. The same Fangs since '98. Still, they're chipped. I got to get them touched every once in a while. I think they're pretty fresh right now. But I've been wearing them same Fangs since '98 to now, whatever year we're in, 23.
Wow.
So they're very durable. They're titanium, and they set in much like a clasp over my teeth and stuff like that. So yeah, I've still been rocking those same Fangs since '98 now.
My mind's been blown because my next question was going to be like, so when you go to the dentist, what the hell was that situation? But obviously you didn't have them in your mouth, so you didn't have to deal with that.
Which dentist? Which time?
I'm saying if you had the teeth in, like the real teeth, real Fangs, and you went to the dentist, I can only imagine their faces being like, "I'm sorry, sir, what the hell's happening in your mouth?"
Well, I tend to go back to the dentist that put them in at that point, and then
it could be scary.
But they were quite comfortable, easy to eat with. They were just very subtle. But then Nashville was a dentist named Jody. He was friends with the Undertaker, so he didn't expect any. It was normal for me to walk in there and say, "Hey, I need some Fangs," and he goes, "I got you, man."
I got a Fang guy. I got a Fang guy.
Back in touch with the cat though. Like he was good friends with the Undertaker, so it wasn't so bizarre for him.